Okay, so before starting, we want to make sure we have a plan for the pattern. For today's tutorial, we will be using the X pattern, but you want to be able to switch out between these patterns with each tire chain. We'll start by removing the wheel covers. Mine is just a pop off. So with 2 fingers underneath, I can just pop it off. I do that for all 4 wheels. Then before we jack the car up, we're going to remove the lug. We're going to kind of loosen the lug nuts in the star pattern. And here we are jacking this car up, and it's kind of just in our driveway. So we have our jack stands on all 4 corners. And we have to line that up. And get that car jacked up, and then to rest on the stand. Now we can remove the lug nuts manually. And later on, we actually grab the impact driver to do this a lot quicker.
We're going to inspect your tire while we have it off. So we're going to start at the valve stem with the valve stem up, so that way we have a marker so we know where we started at. And you're going to start looking at your tread. We're looking for any abnormal wear, uneven wear. And I'm also looking for any like nails, glass, or anything that's stuck in between here. And if I don't see anything, then I pick up and I rotate. Pick up and you rotate. It's usually pretty quick. There's usually never anything in here. Fingers crossed. And now we're back at the valve stem.
Cool.
And you just look on your sidewall. It goes on the inside, looking for any type of damage or any kind of uneven wear. And same thing for your outside sidewall. That looks great. You just repeat that for all the tires. So just line up your holes. You'll see whatever the pattern is. Kind of offset there, so just try to offset your wheel a little bit. I just kind of use my ankles. You know, in an ideal world, you don't have any part of your body under the car, but everything's supported by the jack stands. And you're going to do hand thread everything so you don't cross thread. Because they're a pain in the ass if you fuck it up. And then grab the drills. Same thing, star pattern. And we'll come back and actually tighten them down.
So same thing here. We're gonna put this tire back on and kind of just manually put the lug nuts on at first. And then here I grab the impact, and it kind of just helps get the job done faster. And again, we want to go in that star pattern, go across so that we're giving equal tension through the tires. So now we're using a ratchet to tighten the lug nuts, and later we'll come back with a specialized torque wrench to torque it to a specific torque value, which for this car is 80 foot-pounds. So now we will lower the car, we'll remove the jacks, and slowly set the car down.
Right. So here we got our torque wrench. This is a digital torque wrench. It goes from 25 to 250 foot-pounds, stored in a case for its own protection. And then I'll take the batteries out, and the batteries to where they, they can't possibly, send energy to each other. So negatives to negative, positives to positive. Usually it's positive first every time. This one needs 3. And you got your cap. You're just gonna screw it on. You should hear a beep. There you go. And for the Honda Civic, it's 80 foot-pounds, which you can see over there. Socket on.
So we're just going to match up the lug nut with the wrench, and we're going to slowly pull it down until we hear the beeping sound, and that tells us that we have reached our torque number, and the screen tells us what number it is. We just want to make sure we do this nice and slow. Now we'll put our wheel covers back on. We just want to make sure we line up the cutout of the cover plate with the tire air stem. And you can see like that. I usually start from the top part, and then you want to match it to the bottom part. Like this. And make sure you press all the sides and angles so that it gets a good seat onto the tire rim. And we can see here the tire rim matches the cover plate. And there we have it. All tires have been rotated.